Jim Vance, 107 Monroe Street. In your deliberations, I think it's extremely important to make sure that now that we have in this city, the city council, this administration, this process, gone through a process and involved citizens in that process, that we go ahead and take the recommendation of the Citizens Committee that worked on this, because to not do that will put us in a bad light. Citizens won't want to spend the time, effort that the citizens have spent doing this, and we'll have a hard time getting developers to take us seriously. So I encourage you very much to act on the recommendations of the Citizens Committee. Thank you.
Jim, did you want to speak on Resolution 2 also while you're here?
No, later.
Well, we're changing the rules tonight. Okay. All the public portion.
This has to do with the matter of resolution to sign a contract for the planner for the preparation of a redevelopment plan for the Hoboken terminal and yard. There are a couple of points here. I've discussed this matter with several people, both on the council and elsewhere. There seems to be some confusion about what Jersey Transit can do and can't do. If Jersey Transit wants to put a track right through the middle of this hall for transportation reasons, there's not much we can do about it except get out of the way. Otherwise, we'll get run over by the train. But when Jersey Transit acts as a developer, as a redeveloper, as a developer, Jersey Transit, as from what I understand, and maybe you can get clarification from Mr. Litwin, has to act in a manner that any other developer would have to act in. Now, I may be wrong on that, but I don't think so, and I think this council needs to get information so they know what kind of ground you've got under you when you're dealing with Jersey Transit. Jersey Transit, acting as a developer, wants to maximize the revenues, value of this property they have. The city wants to maximize the revenues off of that, tax revenues, but they also want to minimize the additional costs that comes with development. We've all learned about additional costs that come with development. Just look at the budget that we've been dealing with and the increase in the cost of running this city while we've been developing like crazy. It's important, in my opinion, to do an economic feasibility study as part of the plan. We need to build consensus that it's an economic, that whatever they want to do will work economically, is economically feasible for everybody involved. I think, again, we need public involvement. This has been difficult. There's been public involvement in this matter of the garage, but we're sitting here with a consensus. We're sitting here with people who have mentioned earlier skin in the game for the time and hard work they've put into it. And it's also by having public involvement, and I'm suggesting you may want to have a committee that supports and works for the Planning and Zoning Committee of the City Council. That open involvement, that asking of questions will help us from getting in the same jam we got in here, where we're ready to go on a redevelopment plan and we do not have garage site to move to. Thank you very much.